I would make 2 points. Number one, it is possible that the security competition will lead to a hot war. However, it is, I think, likely that you will not have a hot war. You want to remember that during the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union, when you had an intense security competition, we did not have a hot war, thankfully, and we certainly don't want a hot war between the United States and China. And I would bet a lot of money that moving forward, there will be a number of crises, serious crises between the United States and China. And that's when the possibility of a hot war will be present. And my guess is that in those cases, the leadership in Beijing and the leadership in Washington will go to great lengths to try to prevent a war. Will they succeed? Probably. But I'm choosing my words carefully here. Probably. And the main reason I think they are likely to succeed is the presence of nuclear weapons. You're talking about great powers that are armed to the teeth with nuclear weapons. And if China and the United States get into a war, nobody can be sure what the escalation will look like. I think there are three big flashpoints, maybe four. One is Taiwan. As you know, China wants Taiwan back, and the Americans don't want China to get Taiwan back. So that's a big flashpoint. The South China Sea is a second flashpoint. And I think that's the most likely place where you will have trouble. Third area is the East China Sea. And there the Japanese are involved over these very tiny islands. And then the fourth area, which is not to be underestimated, is the Korean Peninsula, because the United States is deeply committed to South Korea, and China is committed to North Korea.
Some would argue South China Sea now is much more dangerous than Taiwan because it has no ready mechanism to manage conflict there.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think that if you look at the military balance at this point in time, and for the next, let's say, 10 years, it's unlikely that China will try to conquer Taiwan. And of course, there is always the possibility that a Taiwanese leader will declare independence, which I think would probably trigger a war. But the Americans fully understand that, and the Americans will go to great lengths to tell the Taiwanese, I hope, that no Taiwanese leader can declare independence.